Hello, YouTube. This is One Legged Prepper, and I wanted to speak to you about bad habits and when the balloon goes up. If you're a smoker, if you're a drinker, or you're on any type of illegal drugs, now would be the time to get off your chemical dependency. Those type of tools of life affect your brain, affect your chemical makeup. And the concern is not now that we have them, but what happens when the balloon goes up. First stores that are going to be looted are going to be your tobacco smoke shops, your vape shops, and your liquor stores. Now, I recommend everybody keep a bottle of vodka on hand. That's not for when the balloon goes up, but that's just in case for your first aid kit you have to sanitize surgical tools, scalpels, anything you might have to use to sum somebody up. So every baddie has its good uses. If you want to quit smoking, and I'm not saying if, it's you should. You can contact, there are support help groups within your state that can help you quit. And there might even be some government funding on quitting. So that is definitely something I will look into. But on a serious note, something you shouldn't quit is water. Sorry, just getting a little bit of a dry throat there. Water is good. Make sure you stay hydrated. Like I said, there are many tools that can help you get off of smoking, like Nicorette gum. Or I never smoked. When I was 14 years old, I promised my grandmother I wanted to start smoking. 2 hours later, she was dead from lung cancer, and she suffered dramatically for it. So I never did the smoke thing. A few years back, somebody offered me a vape. I saw the vape option as being a violation of that promise, so I never did it. The reason why I don't drink, now don't get me wrong, I have alcohol in my house. But most people will never find it. I mean, really, if I wanted to have a snifter, I'm a grown adult. I probably could. But here's the reason why I don't drink. My son came to me and said, Daddy, please don't drink. I'm like, okay, kid prepper, what's going on? He's like, I don't like it when mommy drinks. For those of you who don't know, I've been divorced about 3 years now. Well, anyway, let's just say for me, a bad situation got a lot better getting out of there. And no, I did not file for divorce. But the kid prepper said to me, Daddy, I don't like it when Mom drinks. Mommy gets mean. Well, I have not been inebriated enough. But I do know the few times that this happened that I'm a sleepy drunk. I just fall asleep. Now, my brother, on the other hand, he's a violent drunk. He gets drunk and fists start to fly for no reason. So, anyway, work on working yourself off of the alcohol so when there is none, you're not coming off an immediate withdrawal. And trust me, I live in the state of Wisconsin. You're almost considered crazy if you don't have a beer in your hand at least once a day. And for those who do, you know, if you can control it and maintain a job, great. I'm just saying that in SHTF, these things could be hard to come by. Anyway, if everybody quits smoking on the prepper stands, the cigarette lighters that we buy for fire and all that are going to become way cheaper. Also, illegal narcotics. Now, I realize laws vary from state to state. But if you're on something that impairs your mind, marijuana or whatever, you should look at getting off that. The chemical dependency that your brain will come from it, is never a good thing. Never a good situation. And if you're in the hardcore stuff, methamphetamine and stuff like that, it's time to come off. I realize priorities are priorities. Here's a classic example. I knew of a 17-year-old girl who once got pregnant by her 19-year-old boyfriend. And the screwed up situation in this was there were 4 19-year-old potential fathers. So they finally figured out who the father was. And they had not gotten married. These were friends of my ex-wife. So they wanted to invite us over to their new apartment. It was all state funded. They got food stamps and all the dressings to go with that. So they were giving us a tour of the kitchen, and none of the food that they got on food stamps was brand name. And then we go over to the refrigerator. 19 and 17-year-old kids. Well, turns out the 19-year-old, the husband's boyfriend's parents went out and bought him some brand name beer. So the only thing that was brand name in the house was beer. For someone who could not legally drink for 2 years. As we talk about priorities, where are your priorities? Like I said, get off these things now while you still can. Well, as always, YouTube, if you found this video useful, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, this is One-Legged Prepper saying God bless. Take care of yourself. Make sure all your needs are taken care of. This is One-Legged Prepper.